Hi guys, how are you? I was really led to do this video. I'm sure I put the note in here a while back and it may have got overtaken by other notes. This is Shimrondi from ProvidenceLifedesign. I hope everybody is really enjoying their weekend. And this video is about the energy in your home and why it's hard to make decisions. So here's a story. Everybody loves stories, right? There's been more than one occasion where there's a particular kind of client. They have a certain avatar, okay? They're not somebody that's into crystals and all of that. They're people that they are high-performing individuals, but they have a lot on their plate. And because they're high-performing individuals and they have a lot on their plate and a lot of responsibility and a lot of traffic going in and out of their personal space on a regular basis, they do not realize when this needs to be done. When you are trying to make decisions in your home, whether it's choosing something as simple as what dishwashing liquid should I buy, what color floors do I want in my house? Do I want drapery or do I not want drapery? What, like simple things. Glasses, drinking glasses, choosing silverware, right? We're not talking like, when you are, when you're like doing your bridal registry. I'm talking about like just things that, okay, I need this and I have to make a choice about it. I need it for my home. Choosing bed sheets, whatever it is. When you find this process to be almost painful, it's something that you physically feel in your body. This may resonate with someone. Where you just feel really, really like overtaken by it. It's just too much for you. Or you're like, you feel like you're sure. You're always asking a lot of questions. You're asking a lot of opinions. You're not asking like one or two opinions to guide you. You're asking a lot of opinions. You're just like blowing in the wind. Whenever you see something like that happen, especially, this is specifically speaking about like things that have to do with your home, i.e. construction, renovations, whatever the case may be. If you find yourself stuck in limbo, if you find yourself stuck in a renovation that is lasting more than a year, I'm talking like we're coming upon a year and you're nowhere near completion, and this is a home that you lived in or you're planning to live in, whether your family occupied it before the construction happened, or you purchased it, say it's a sale, and you purchased the home from someone else and you want to rehab it. And you find yourself running into these blocks. It is imperative. I don't care what religion you are. I don't care, what group you belong to. You need to find a way to clear that space. Now, everybody has their own thing, okay? I know some Hispanic people, they have their own home blessings that they do. Everybody does. Every part of this globe. We all think that we're different, but we're really, really not. A lot of Europeans, they have it. There's like good luck charms and things like that we put in our homes and all of this. If you are religious and you belong to a faith and you feel like you need a leader from your, that's ahead of whatever group of faith you're in, consider having a home blessing, okay? Housewarmings are good for that. But, I'm not a big fan of housewarmings. And, I probably talk about, I talk about that in personal with friends, okay? If you're interested, you can, we can talk. You could DM me, and I'll consult. I'll send you an invoice and you pay, and we could talk about that because it may apply to you. Okay, so I'm giving you like the practicalities of it. If you're living in the home, the energy feels heavy. You have a spouse that's constantly traveling in and out. This is a spouse, he travels to work. Your kids are going away to school. They live on campus. They come home, and you are almost empathic. If you could feel what's going on in your home, you don't like the energy of it, then you may already know about these things that I'm telling you about, because when you're a solution-oriented person, you don't want something to stay a problem for you. You're going to probably want to get some sea salt. You don't have, you have some baking soda, whatever. Sprinkle this down, sweep your house out. Sweep that out, vacuum it, empty your vacuum canister, take that trash out. Take that trash out if you swept it up, whatever the case. Open your windows. I'm going to suggest that if with a little bit of planning, you could do something that's even better. Even better is for you to go to the herb department and your produce section of your supermarket. Go and get yourself some sage. Sage, S-A-G-E. You could braid it, whatever you want to do. Make a portion of it or contain it, because you want to burn this eventually and you want it to dry. Hang it up. You could lay it out, whatever it is that you need to do, and leave it to dry. It may take, it's going to take more than a week for it to dry properly. Or you can buy them already done, a sage wand. Me personally, this is why I'm telling you, giving you the nitty gritty of it. I feel like if you're in a dire situation and you do not have the time or the means or whatever to take the time to have sage drying, you could have this drying anywhere. Like literally go and get a lot of it, see if you can braid it, tie it up with some string, loop it, hang it up in your visor if you need to, and leave it there, let it dry. You want this to dry out. After it is properly dried, it takes sometimes 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks for it to properly dry. I'd rather you do it yourself. Now, that's why it's important. You could go and buy this stuff if you like. I think stores like the Whole Food stores. And if you're like in Georgia and, certain parts of the South, there's a supermarket called Sprouts. I love Sprouts, right? They're fantastic. They sell it. You can go and get, white sage. They have some of the Islamic supermarkets. They're going to have tons of it. They are on top of this stuff, okay? The Pakistani supermarkets, a lot of them, if they know that they service a lot of holistic thinking people and free thinking people, these products are going to be there. And I need you to go and get that. Or I'd rather you say, dry it yourself. And you are going to get yourself a metal dish. Okay, get a baking pan if you need to. Open the windows of your house, light it, and smoke. Let it smoke, go through every room. Before you even light it, I need you to set an intention. The intention is I want my home to be peaceful. I want to be able to make decisions. I want my home to serve me. Those are just 3 basic ones. Okay? You add whatever you want to add. I want my home to be full of love. I want my husband to feel welcomed when he comes home. I want my home to be full of peace. I want us to have good rest, no nightmares. That the Spirit of God is always in my home. Whatever it is that you think you need to say. And you're going to go through each room, and you are going to let this smoke permeate. Open the windows in your house beforehand. Write down what you want to do, what you want to say ahead of time, okay? Listen, if you think there's something wrong with what I just said, that's your own wahala. Argue with your ancestors, argue with God if you want to. I'm not here to dispute. If you feel like that's a gate that doesn't resonate with you, then don't do it, okay? But I am here to help people where it's like you cannot make simple decisions about your home. You are indecisive about it. Your house needs clearing, okay? And those are just affirmations. Those are just statements that you're making. Those are proclamations that you're making. You could pray, okay? If you want to pray. My nose is so oily. Pray if you want to pray. And what you're praying for is that your home is this wonderful haven of reciprocal love. That there is a lot of understanding being gotten in all of the getting. Right? That indecisiveness does not live there. You are not the candidate for that. You need to stop making some proclamations. And you need to be really firm. You see the energy I'm giving you in this video? That's the kind of energy I want you to have. That's the kind of energy you should be praying with. Okay? Because you want results. And I'm here to make sure you get results. Okay? And be prepared. It may cause some, truth, few arguments. You may have to do it repeatedly.